to a time well wasted podcast with your host, Matt Daddy.
Bam, spunked in the Doritos bag.
Mr. J. Go home, little shit. The Ginger.
Do you have any empty toilet paper rolls for me?
And Timbo Slice.
I've never shit and piss at the same exact time.
Enjoy the show.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. I'm Matt Daddy. Tonight you can call me Spock. And the reason I say Spock is because Mr. J and Ginger think my new haircut looks stupid.
Hey, live long and prosper, bro.
Apparently I look like Spock. I've heard, Dumb and Dumber, Lloyd Christmas.
Lloyd, yep.
A little bit of everything. Tonight we are without Timbo Slice. Unfortunately, he's giving hand jobs on a subway somewhere. I think so, anyway.
Yeah, well, he did work there, didn't he?
Tonight I'm proud to say that we made it to episode 10.
Yeah, double digits.
Already in our short little journey together, we have come to what I consider our first tiny milestone. Do you guys believe that? 10 episodes already.
I'm getting wet just thinking
Since
about
like December of 2003 or something, right?
2000.
Yeah, so we're at like 0.78 episodes per year, basically.
On that note, I do want to say thanks to those who support us and follow us on a daily. Obviously, words do not express how thankful we are. So we do want to say thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Merci.
Episode 10, we're going to kick it off. Tonight, our show is rated A, and that's for awesome, but also heavily advised. And that's because tonight we're going to be talking about some sex moves that I'm going to go home and try.
Ooh, excellent.
Have you ever heard the old story about a Doritos bag?
Oh, yeah.
Was I in the wrong place at the wrong time? And who knew you could use a shampoo bottle as a sex toy? All that and so much more. So let's get cracking, gentlemen. Do you want to kick off episode 10 or what?
Let's do it.
Sex moves. We all got our own type of sex moves that we like to try in the bedroom, right? I know I get kinky once in a while, and I do, a little handstand here and there. But some sex moves, okay? So I got a list of the sweetest sounding and most profound sex moves that I've read out there. I highly doubt you guys have read some of these. But if you have, we got to determine the best sex move of the worst.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's the best.
The best of the worst.
The best of the worst.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have to figure out the best of the worst.
All right.
The first sex move we got up tonight, this one's called the chili dog.
Oh.
Okay. The chili dog. Getting
I think I know where this is going.
Okay, so the next time you want to literally spice up your sex life, take a dump on your woman's chest and then stick your dinky between her boobs. If done right, it should resemble a chili dog.
Oh, man. I'm sure she'd love that.
Yeah. Hey, Ginger, you tried the chili dog?
No. But I don't think I'm ever going to eat a chili dog again.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, listen, okay? I'm going to boop on your chest, all right? And then I'm going to stick my dink between your boobs, okay?
Yo, babe, I didn't take all the sex lax for nothing.
Yeah.
This chili comes with corn today.
Yeah, it's obviously got to be like a nasty shit. Like, you just can't take a log and assume that's a chili dog. Like, a chili dog is, you
man.
got to get the nacho and the cheese going.
If you're going straight up chili shit, it's got to be like you just ate at Taco Bell, and then you're getting kinky.
Yeah,
after that,
that's
basically.
right there. That's the best kind
Yeah.
right there.
You got to imagine, like, her. She's laying on her back and just looking up at your asshole.
Oh, it's winking at me.
Sorry, love. Just a little more watery than I thought it was going to be.
Yo, babe, can you help me out? Can you press them together a little bit?
Hey, senorita.
Yeah. It's a cute Taco Bell.
What if like a chick asked you to do that to her, man? Like that's a nasty
She better
chick,
have the
man.
most beautiful butt I've ever seen. That I'm gonna enjoy just staring at her butthole shitting on me. Wait, no, she's fucking me.
She's asking you to do it to her, right?
Oh, yeah.
So she's into it. She wants you to shit on her.
That's oh man.
Chili dog me.
Yeah. I want you to, Randy. I just want you to chili dog me, okay?
I didn't buy these taco packets for nothing.
Yeah.
Let's think outside the box tonight.
Whole new meaning to the box meal.
Yeah, I don't know, mild sauce involved. I gotcha. The next up, we have the screaming seagull. Okay. The screaming seagull. While doing her on the beach, you want to pull out, dip the tip of your dick in the sand, and then go right back at it. She'll scream like a pelican.
Oh, man. That's horrible.
A pelican or a seagull?
Huh? I don't know. It says pelican, but let's go with seagull. Fucking guys don't ever get it right. But yeah, dude, imagine that. Pulling your dick out, you dip it in the sand like, booyah, baby.
Oh, man.
That would
that's
hurt
bad.
you just as much.
Yeah. No, it depends if she's tight or loose, right? You know what I mean? Like, we just diving in there a little sandpaper, or we...
Yeah, basically.
You gotta stick your dick in the sand to begin with.
Yeah.
You're just talking like fucking with sand right from the beginning, eh? Yeah.
Your boner just slingshot sand back at your face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The next we got the Rambo. Yeah, man. I love me some... Who did the Rambo?
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone. I love me some...
Adrian, I did it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, think of
No, that was Rocky.
That's Sylvester Stallone.
God damn you, Ginger. Watch some movies.
God damn it, I don't get out
Yo,
much.
I'm the IBM. I can't even say IMDb.
Picture Sylvester Stallone doing this sex move, okay? The Rambo. It's when you shoot a load from across the room on a hooker who tried to rob you but ran out of ammo.
Here's my ammunition.
So first off, you got to get yourself a hooker, okay? Get her over, and then wait till she tries to rob you, and then somehow be ready to jizz at that moment across the room as she's shooting at you, but then runs out of ammo.
So you gotta like try to hold like, oh, no, don't shoot me yet. Don't wait.
You're like dodging
I'm almost there. Oh, okay, now shoot me. Yeah.
shooting shots at you. You're like, whoa.
Then she's trying to dodge your jizz shot. Yeah.
Yeah, while maintaining a boner after getting shot at. Imagine doing that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my boner would disappear if I was getting shot at. Yeah.
Bucking Bronco. Yeah, the Bucking Bronco.
Do tell.
I'm going to do this in a crazy voice. The Bucking Bronco. While in the doggy style position, you want to whisper in your woman's ear either the name of her sister or I have AIDS, and then hang on.
See how long you can hold on for? Oh my God, what would be worse? The sister thing or hearing you have AIDS? Like,
Yeah.
I have AIDS.
Like,
4 seconds,
see,
that's a
just-
new world record.
he just grabs the shoulders, just holding on. She's trying to buck her off. Yeah, no, you got to do the double whammy. I got AIDS from your sister.
Oh, yeah. So then technically, she got AIDS from her own sister, basically.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then you were just the carrier. Yeah.
She replies with, "So did I."
Which is weird because that would make them lesbians. Can you get AIDS? Can lesbians get AIDS?
I don't know.
Yeah, like there's got to be like
We got a
penetration.
fax guy around here or something.
I'm curious about that. Can like can a woman get AIDS from a
Let's
woman?
check it out. Does anybody out there, if you know, leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
I just laughed at myself. But anyways, if
Well, with
anybody
that
would like-
haircut, I can understand why.
Oh, live long and prosper, baby.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, while the Ginger's looking up if lady on lady can get AIDS, we're going to go to the next one. It's called the Frothy Walrus.
I'm intrigued.
Yes, the Frothy Walrus. This one, you bust in her mouth, and then you got to punch her in the stomach so she blows it out of her nose, and she'll look like she has walrus dust.
These are so violent.
He was like, hold on, baby. Yeah, baby.
All right, women can contract AIDS from another woman.
I'm assuming it's through blood.
Transmission is possible through sharing sex toys, fisting, and oral sex.
Yeah. Oh, I guess if they get a cut or something like that.
Yeah, they get like poo or blood on their fist and then just put it in the other girl. Man, these chicks are crazy. I'll tell you what.
fisting. That'll get you.
But you know what one of the sweetest moves are? The Canadian jackhammer.
Ooh, it's Canadian.
Yes. The Canadian jackhammer. Do a standing 69 with your woman. Yep.
Oh.
Then in the middle of it, drop her on her head.
I think that's a wrestling move too.
Yeah, there was a he did the jackknife. It was Goldberg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Goldberg.
For some reason I was thinking Razor Ramon.
He used to go Goldberg. Sorry, I just stabbed you with a pen, Ginger. I only stab Gingers with pens.
Well, you're doing the world a favor.
But anyways, the Canadian jackhammer, you want to stand 69 with your woman, and then obviously in the middle of it, drop her on her head.
You guys think you can pull off a standing 69? Like, so you got to hold her up. Well, she's upside down sucking your dick, and you're just eating her vagina.
Yeah, like I feel like it's counterproductive, the next part of this, though, because as soon as you drop her on her head, she's done for. Like, she's out. She ain't no longer sucking nothing or doing
she's knocked
anything.
out now.
Yeah. Like, if I'm going to do it, I'm like, oh, I'm almost done. Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm going to do the Frothy Walrus jackhammer. This is where I bust in the mouth, drop her on her head, and see if it shoots out of the nose. She just explodes. Her arm
Ding, ding,
flies
ding.
off. What the hell?
Could you imagine the
Does that
guy
mean I
who,
won the match?
who tries that, but instead of dropping her, he falls to his knees? She would clamp down so hard.
Oh, bite your dick off, man. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm not taking any chances if my dick's in a woman's mouth with any wrestling moves.
What I'm thinking, I don't think he drops to his knees, though. I think he stays standing and then just lets her go.
Yeah, but the poor guy who tries it and thinks, "Oh, I'm just gonna drop to my knees," instead of dropping her.
Well, his pee-pee goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
He's going, bye-bye, pee-pee.
I'm not mixing wrestling moves with 69, just saying.
No. We don't
You can't do that, man.
Mr. J,
Yes.
God, I heard you say this one so many times. Just being your friend is terrible and all. But anyways, Arctic logging. Yes, Mr. J,
I've said this.
what comes to mind when you hear Arctic logging? 'Cause
Arctic logging.
yes, so when I explain to you what it is, you'll be like, oh my God, that's totally me in a nutshell. What's Arctic logging, Mr. J?
Arctic logging. Is it... well, logging makes me think shit. Okay,
Yes.
so there's something involving
Yes.
shit. Is it basically a hot Carl?
Well, what does Arctic mean to you?
Cold, obviously.
Okay, so when
Cold,
you have
yeah.
a cold shit.
Oh my God, is this when you freeze your shit and then fuck with it?
Yeah, Mr. J, was I correct though?
Yes,
Yeah, this
yeah,
is where
yeah.
being
I've
your
said that
friend is
before.
hilarious. Arctic logging, when you take a piece of poo, freeze it, and use it as a dildo.
Imagine the work you put, like the effort put into freezing your poo. Like you gotta shit in a bucket, and you gotta like go put it in the fridge.
Yeah, and you have to have like a perfect shit log too.
Yeah, man.
Like when you're on the toilet, you can't pinch it off too early because then you'll have this little stub and it ain't gonna be good enough.
Like, what if the guy's like, "Oh, it's not perfect. Well, it's still warm, so I'll mold it first. And then I'll put it in the fridge."
Think about the mess as it starts thawing out.
Yeah, you gotta fuck it before it melts, basically.
yeah. Or he has like one of those like, you know, a bunch of like pebble poops, and he's like, shit, and he pulls them all out and starts putting them together. He's like mushing them together.
He just
Arts
turns them
and
into
crafts
anal
style?
beads.
Yeah, god damn it, man. I need the perfect piece of poop.
Yeah, trying to shape it like a dildo.
He gets a text message from a woman. She's like, Arctic logging at 7:30 or what? And he's like, oh, fuck, man. I've only had the poo in there for 20 minutes.
Honey, it's like 6 o'clock right now. We ain't got enough time.
Poo ain't gonna freeze that fast. Okay, the next up we got the David Blaine. Yeah. Anybody know who David Blaine is?
He's a magician.
A magician, correcto. So you know that this next sex move has to do with some magicianry. That's not a word, magicianry.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
the
the
guy's
dictionary.
real, I gotta quit smoking the stuff, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, welcome to the jungle, welcome to the dictionary. I can't talk, where's the shit? Anyway, the David Blaine, babies.
all right.
Magicianary. You know what? This is a new
That's
sex
like
move.
a sex move itself.
Magicianary. The magicianary. We're gonna call this one the magicianary.
Magicianary.
The David Blaine. While hitting your girl from the back, okay, you want to slip out and let your friend slide in undetected. Then go outside and wave at her through the window.
Hey, honey, I'm going to the grocery store.
She's like, what the fuck?
What if you went and you're looking in through the window and she's just like, she's enjoying it way more now that you're not there. Like,
Stay out there. I like it more.
oh, this didn't work out in my favor at all.
Yeah, she's... Yeah.
You're waving at her. She's like, go away.
Your buddy locks the door and you're pounding like, come on, let me in, man. I want this my house. I forgot my clothes. That's what naked house. It's cold outside.
Yeah. It's cold out here, motherfucker.
And last but not least, we kick it off with sex moves for episode 10. We have the Alabama Hot Pocket.
Oh.
Yeah. Now this one's my favorite. Okay, the Alabama Hot Pocket. I'm definitely going to go home and try this on my woman. I'm going to go home and take a dump on her crotch and use it as lube.
Jesus. There's so many that involve shit.
Yeah, the Alabama Hot Pocket, baby. Imagine that. Just hold on, baby. Okay, keep them spread. Like, what's he do? Like, is he press like his butthole right to the vagina and just shits into her, or just shit? Like,
She's like, honey, what do you do? Honey, what the? Oh my God.
dude, no. You know what? I'm gonna kill two birds, one stone. I'm gonna do the chili dog first, right? If I'm already shitting on her, I'm gonna shit right on the chest on my chili dog.
Oh,
guy,
yeah, man.
And then I'm just gonna slide the boot down there.
I would just like go fuck the chest after I shit on it and then go down below.
Yeah.
That's totally safe too. Totally clean.
Yeah, you basically just destroy your girlfriend. You just have no respect for her in these sex moves.
I have another one that's very disrespectful.
Yeah, so my next question, do you guys have any of your own? And let's hear them.
Do you guys know what the gorilla mask is?
No, but yes, I want to hear it.
Okay, so the gorilla mask, right? That's when you're banging her from behind. Okay, you're in doggy style, right? Then you spit on her back to make her think that you jizzed on her back. And then when she turns around, she's like, what the hell, you jizzed? That's when you blow your load in her face. Then as she's freaking out, you rip off one of your pubes and pluck it on her and throw it on her face, basically, on the jizz. So now she's got a gorilla mask.
Oh, nice.
You got to be coordinated for that one.
Yes. You need to go to school for something like that.
Yeah, well, I didn't make it up,
Jesus.
so.
Yo, Ginger, I know you guys are fucking kinky as shit. What kind of sex move you try, man? You do like the hanging spider, or you do like the Wookiee, or something?
He's a fan of the rusty trombone.
Yeah. Oh, let's hear. Wait, is it in the form of the Dirty Sanchez?
No, it's
What is the rusty trombone?
rusty trombone is when a female or a male is basically eating a dude out while stroking him from behind as well.
Okay,
like
so when
eating
you
his
mean
ass out. yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's some tongue punching in the fart
Yeah.
box.
While reaching around and grabbing the dick and stroking it. That's the rusty trombone. You know, 'cause
Right.
you're playing a
Yeah,
trombone,
the
basically.
backwards jerk, right?
Yeah,
I
really.
got you. I got you. All right, Ginger, hit me with your bearded face. What's going on?
hit him with it.
The flying camel.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Let me hear the flying camel.
As your gal is lying on her back and you're hammering her from your knees, you very carefully move forward and prop yourself without using your arms on your dick while it is still inserted in her vagina. You then proceed to flap your arms and let out a long shrieking howl, much like a flying camel.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what's crazy is we all live on the same world, right? And when I say we all live on the same world, you know that people have tried all these types of sex moves.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
We've all
man.
seen Two Girls, One Cup, and people are into some crazy shit. Episode 8, I believe, we talked about the craziest fantasies, stuff like that. And you got to imagine that this goes down out there, right? Somebody's doing the flying camel right now. They're like, time well wasted. Those guys are idiots because I'm already doing it.
All I'm saying is there's people out there who are involving shit with their sex life. Like, regularly. They're putting down mats and stuff and shitting on each other.
Dude, there's people
That's a
out
new
there
level.
jizzing on a piece of poo.
Yeah. That's what gets them off.
Yeah. There's just like, turd. No, don't.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Don't you turn gray on me. Not yet.
It's still fresh. I got it now
No,
before it
okay,
goes
go ahead.
cold.
Get good old on me. Yeah, man. No, there's some really fucked up people out there, man. So, with that being said, if you guys don't have any more, definitely let me know if you know any more. I know the Dirty Sanchez, the old take the piece of shit, put it on your fingers, wipe it across the nose type
Not
deal.
necessarily that I have one, but I'm trying to figure out the difference. There's two, right? There's the hot Carl, and then there's the Cleveland Steamer.
Okay, let's hear.
So
They're kind of the same.
the Cleveland Steamer's a straight up shit on the chest, as far as I know. But then a hot Carl is when you get shit on your face, but you put saran wrap on your face first, so you don't get dirty. But someone still shits on your face.
So the Cleveland Steamer and the Chili Dog kind of got the same ordeal.
They're the same, but chili dog must be like Taco Bell shits.
Because it has to resemble a chili dog, and Cleveland Steamer's got to be like, hey, I just dropped a log right
Just
on
the
your
word
chest.
Cleveland Steamer makes me think just a big old thick juicy log. Basically.
Yeah, when your chest is hot and your shit's kind of cold and it kind of steams on your chest.
That's where like when it comes out, it's like.
Oh, it does a little splatter on the chest.
Yeah, it's steaming.
I had one of those boops once, man. I took a shit on a dock in
I took a shit on a dog.
we went to Manitoulin Islands once, took the ferry and stuff like that.
I love how you're slowly becoming more Canadian as you tell this story. Oh, yeah, we went to the island there. And,
we took the boat and the ferry. We went across. We stayed for the week or whatever. And there was one night I got really fucked up with my brother, and we were out doing the travel. And
doing the travel.
Yeah, I could have shit anywhere, but I made sure to go to the end of the dock and then take a shit on the dock.
Dude, that's awesome. Were there other people around this?
What I'm saying, no, there was nobody around. But what I'm saying is the only poop I remember in my life that were it steamed. Like it was like a weather thing. Like my poop was so hot and it was kind of chilly out, but it was so hot that it started steaming the poop.
It starts melting through the dock.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so
shit talk.
we've determined some of our own here. Now, I do want to ask you guys a question to wrap this up. What is the worst? Actually, what is the best of the worst sex move there? So out of all those sex moves, and we'll go through them real quick. So we had the chili dog, the screaming seagull, the Rambo, bucking bronco, the frothy walrus, the Canadian jackhammer.
I love the names.
Arctic logging, the David Blaine, which we renamed to the Magicianary, and the Alabama Hot Pocket. Which of those did you find was the best of the worst sex moves?
When you say best, you mean like one that would be most enjoyable, or best as in the most ridiculous?
What one was the worst, which makes it the best? Because it was the oh my god,
Arctic logging, in my opinion, because
just shitting, freezing, and dildoing.
well, this is the thing. Shitting in general is gross during sex, right? But this is an extra level. I've already shit, and now I'm going through the effort of freezing it and preparing it to be fucked with later. So that's why that's the darkest to me.
Well done. I know. In my okay, so for me, I have two different categories here. So the first one is how the fuck would you pull this one off? Is the Rambo when you're being gunned down by a hooker and you got to somehow jizz on her from across the room.
That's a good point. Yeah,
I don't know how that one even happens without you surviving. But anyways, the Rambo seems crazy. Not the best of the worst though. In my mind, is the Alabama Hot Pocket. Yeah. Shitting right on the crotch and using it as a lube.
I am going to agree with that.
nasty.
The Alabama Hot Pocket.
Unreal. Unreal.
See, this kind of goes back to the Arctic logging, because what do you think you're doing with that frozen poop? You're gonna fuck the vagina with it, man.
Well, yeah, you're using it as a dildo, but when they say dildo, it could be your own ass. It could be
The shit's like, no, I already came out of there. Don't put me back.
you're going back in.
Yeah.
Shit.
Go home, little shit.
Okay, and my last question before we move on to the next subject here is, have you guys tried any ridiculous sex moves by any means? Have you guys even tried anything remotely close?
Nothing like
Or
those.
anything
No.
we all
Nothing like that.
We're all pretty normal and modern, and that's a statement.
Yeah, I'm
because-
pretty happy when I can pull off like the reverse cowgirl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the other night I tried the Spock.
What, two in the front, two in the rear?
Yeah. That's better
Live
than,
long and prosper.
better than the minivan, right?
I wouldn't say it's better, but
Moving on. How do you guys feel about a Doritos bag?
if this is where I think it's going, not
Yes.
good.
Yes. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story, and I'm going to tell our viewers a little story. And it's great because the person that involves this story tonight actually isn't here. And it's such a shame because I'm sure he would have loved me telling this story.
Yeah, I'd
That's
like to hear his
Timbo
take on it.
Slice. Absolutely. So again, down the road, we will revisit this story, and we'll get Tim's take on it. But I can tell you firsthand how Tim was. And then I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions, okay? So my story, there's one time I was jerking off. This is back on Grant Street.
Yep.
Okay, I was jerking off. Nothing to jerk in. Didn't have a clean Xbox, nothing like that. I had a bag of Doritos, about a quarter bag left full of Doritos, okay? And I thought, hey, you know what? I'm not going on myself, not going on the floor. Don't want to get up. I'm already
I'm
jerking
certainly
it.
not going to get up at this point and go grab a cleaning box.
Exactly. So you know what? I look over and bam, Doritos bag. Perfect. I was done with Doritos. Okay, I was done. I didn't want to eat no more. That was it for me. So I take the Doritos bag. You know, I do my business, get it up inside that bag. Bam, spunked in the Doritos bag. Just so you guys know, I never cleaned it up. That was my problem. Okay, I kept
Cool
it.
Ranch.
It was at my computer desk. No, it was cheesy. It was not nacho cheese.
Like, so I got to ask, how long did the jizz-filled Doritos bag stay at your desk?
Okay, so it was there, I would probably say about 3 hours, 4 hours.
Oh, that's
maybe.
not horrible.
It wasn't there like
wasn't
for a long time, but it
It
was
wasn't
there.
like a few days.
No, it was there for quite some time. And I was living with Timbo Slice at the same time. For those who don't know, Timbo Slice, he was living with me at that time. I junked my balls into a Doritos bag.
You junked them.
Chunked my balls into a Doritos bag. And Tim came home one day, and I had the Doritos bag sitting on the desk still, and I didn't throw it out. And he came home, and we were shooting the shit, and I was playing a game at the time, and all of a sudden he walks up, and he sticks his hand in the Doritos bag, and he's ready to pull one out, and he pulls a chip out, and he's holding it in his hands. I'm like, Timbo, sorry, you don't want to do that, man. Oh no, man! Well, what's wrong with them? I was like, no, you just don't want to do that. You know, like, he's like, well, what, are they stale or something? Like, no, Tim. Like, come on, man. You don't want to do that, dude. They're fine, Tim. You don't want to do that. I jizzed in the bag. Tim grabbed that chip. Yeah, he grabbed that chip, threw it in there, and he's like, "You're fucking sick, man. What the fuck is going on?" So yeah, Timbo.
It doesn't say extra protein on the side of the bag.
I think I did the bro code thing, and I gave him the benefit of the doubt because most people out there, most people wouldn't have not said anything and been like, "Yeah, go ahead."
No, you did the right thing. Man.
Yeah, like I was cool with at least telling him that, hey, I junked in the bag.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't leave a just filled Dorito bag at my desk for a few hours, but you telling him was definitely the right thing to do.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people wouldn't have. And Tim would have been
bad.
eating that chip, and I'd be like, "Wow, you just ate my kids."
Yeah.
You're sick. Oh, that was Timmy and Charlie and Jimmy and Chris and Steven. And
That's my fetish.
I can't think of any girls' names, but
Yeah. Shaniqua.
Anyway, so that was my Doritos bag story. So my question for you guys is: there been any weird places that you guys have jizzed or spunked in or anything? Right? It doesn't have to. It can be in something, on something, or in just a place in general.
In a
is
pop
there anyone? Okay, so Ginger, you're first up in a pop bottle. What type of pop?
It was a Pepsi.
Now, okay, so now it was a bottle.
It was
like
a bottle.
a 2 liter bottle, 1 liter
It was a
bottle.
2 liter.
Okay, so
Still though, you're talking like an inch.
Yeah,
you
so
gotta.
It's very
now here's what I'm gonna say. I know you got a little dick. Okay, so you probably fit it fully in there.
Yep.
Or
I
if
still
you
had
didn't,
room. I still had room.
what do? Do you take the head of the bottle and you stick your dick right to the end and just make like a little suction and then just jerk it till it's good to go? Yeah.
No. So
How does that work?
So you jerk it until you feel like you're about to go, and then that's when you bring it in.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Did you leave like a little bit of pop in there and then like shake it up, get it all
Shake
fizzy?
it up, yeah.
It's all fizzy.
It does like one of those Mentos things that starts flying.
Now,
nice.
unlike you, it went in the garbage afterwards, so no one came by to drink it.
Okay, but what is it the
Yeah.
same
Good call.
situation
Yeah.
where you had nothing around and then
Yeah.
you just happen to look over and you're like, well, I'm already jerking it and there's a
Yeah.
pop bottle, I might as well use it.
That was exactly
Right.
it.
And I bet you it was just like stuck to the side and you could just watch it running
Yeah, it's
down
like-
the bottle. Yeah.
Slowly leaking down.
Nice. Yeah, right. I'm assuming you just filled up the whole bottle, right?
Full 2 liters.
Did you take a drink after?
bottle.
No, I didn't throw it out. You keep it for as long as you can fill it, and then you throw it out. Grab another 2 liter.
I'd fill it and then freeze it and then cut the plastic off it, so I had like a frozen jizz trophy.
Yeah,
in the winter time or in the summertime, you give it to somebody.
Yeah.
Here, it's a jizzsicle.
Well played. That's good.
well done. Okay, Ginger, jizzed in a what kind of pop was it?
2 liter Pepsi.
2 liter Pepsi.
Good.
Mr. J, where's the weirdest place you've spunked?
So I've jizzed in a like a fast food cup before, right? Where it was like I had some fast food earlier that day at my computer desk. I didn't clean it up, and then same story. I was jerking it and didn't have anywhere to go, and I wasn't going to get up. So it's like, hey, I finished that pop. So I basically like jizzed down the side of the container, and it like filled up on the ice. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, you know it's going to the garbage anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you're like, fuck it, why not? Right?
And the other thing I've done is where I'm like just about to blow my load, so I'm getting ready. I'm like, oh, I better grab the Kleenex, and I go to grab the Kleenex. There's no Kleenex left, but the box is still there. And so I like have to like push my dick in between the 2 little plastic parts, and then jizz into the box, and then like
Nice.
trying to wipe it up afterwards hard because you have nothing to wipe with. You're like wiping with the side of the box.
Nice.
So
Yeah. So when you were jizzing in a was it a Wendy's drink cup?
I want to say. I've done it more than once, so definitely McDonald's for sure, and probably Wendy's once or twice.
Oh, so this is a reoccurring thing. Gotcha. Okay. Do you push one of the tabs down on top that says jizz?
Don't drink that; it's diet.
Diet jizz.
He's jerking a McDonald's cup. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
I'm jizzing it.
Yeah, they rejected my commercial, unfortunately.
Of course they did, assholes.
Yeah.
No wonder you jizz in their guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on them. No, I did not do that, but that's a great idea. I will next time.
So, Ginger, 2 liter bottle of Pepsi. I'm sitting here in a Doritos bag with nacho cheese, by the way. And Mr. J, you love them takeaway cups. Gotcha.
And Kleenex boxes.
Yeah, and the Kleenex box, man. Yeah, you get like a little sliver or something. You stick your dick in a Kleenex box.
No.
I feel
My
like
my
you'd
Kleenex boxes aren't wooden.
be like a
so-
little home for a hamster.
You think hamster's just stuck to the floor now? Yeah, sorry about that. I jizzed in your home.
Okay, moving on. We're going to go to a wrong place at the wrong time. Now, when I say the wrong place at the wrong time, what does that make you guys think of? Mr. J, wrong place at the wrong time. What strikes you in your mind when I say that?
Ex-girlfriends.
Ex-girlfriends. So, implying that you were with the ex-girlfriend at the wrong time in the wrong place?
No, I was just saying a smart ass.
Ex-girlfriends. Gotcha. Ginger, wrong place, wrong time. What do you mean? What do you think I mean by that?
Walk it in on your parents.
Bam! Ginger, on the money. That just tells me that Ginger's actually read this transcript here.
Yeah.
Well played, by the way.
Is that like a legit thing on your thing?
Well, it's funny because have you ever walked in or caught anybody in the act? And that's what I'm going to ask you guys that. Have you ever been caught? Have you ever walked in on anybody? It could even be not even seeing, but potentially hearing. Whether it's through the floor, whether it's through a wall, through a door, whichever. Have you guys ever caught anybody in the act? Or have you been caught yourself? And I want to hear stories. And then I want to know how it was breakfast the next day. So, Mr. J, what do you have?
So there was one time where I was coming home when I lived with my parents, and I was coming up the stairs, and just as I was coming up the stairs, my parents' door opens up, and my dad's like walking down the hallway, like strutting basically. He had a towel around him, and I'm like, oh man, they might have just did it. And as I'm walking by down the hallway, their bedroom, I look in just for some stupid reason, and I didn't see anything bad, but what I saw was a gigantic sweat pile on the bed, like just a big damp spot.
Was he giving her the chili dog?
I don't know, either they were really hot or someone was squirting or something, and I was like, I'm going to my room. Yeah, this is bad. Yeah. And I could just tell by the way my dad was walking, like, I can tell by the way he's not walking. Yeah. It's like, don't do that to mom.
The moves like Jagger.
Yeah, exactly. And,
So, big dirty sweat stain, Mr. J, that you walked in on. Anything else? Now, I'll refer to this. Have you ever been caught or remotely heard? Okay, so tell us a little bit about that. What happened in your situation?
Okay, so there was one time where we had a pool. My parents had a pool, right? And we had some ducks. I know this is a weird way to start the story. We had some ducks that they always swam in the pool, and we knew they started a nest basically outside of the pool somewhere. Well, anyways, it's like 12 o'clock at night, and me and my significant other are getting freaky in the bedroom, and we're just, about to hit home base or whatever, and all of a sudden my dad burst in the room, and I'm like, whoa, what? And he's like, Jeff, you're not going to believe this. The duck's babies hatched. Were you guys? I'm like, can you come back later, man? He's like, you know what? We'll talk in the morning. Like,
This was the wrong
but it wasn't even like he was trying to interrupt us. Like he knew, like, I'm going to go interrupt him because they're doing. He was just legit excited about the ducks.
No, Jeff. Yeah, Dad. The ducks.
Yeah.
What?
And I think the next morning he was like, yeah, sorry about that. But you want to go check out the ducks? 'Cause I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. He's like, Bud, I've totally forgotten about you shagging a woman upstairs.
Yeah, they didn't really care, so.
Right, so now, was anybody butt-ass naked? Like, you're butt-ass naked, but did he see any dick, vagina,
No, we
titties,
had the
anything
blankets
like
over
that?
us, so I didn't see anything. I got one more really quick story, too.
Yes.
I think
us.
you have caught me jacking off once before. Yeah, when we lived on Grant Street, I'm pretty sure I came home from work when I worked midnight, so it's like 6 in the morning, and I ate half a wee brownie and got really high as fuck and started jerking it on the computer.
Yeah.
And then you just came, I remember looking over like, oh, Matt's standing right there. Yeah. But I'm anxious to hear it from your point of view because I don't really remember it.
Yeah, no, I don't remember doing that. I don't think I ever caught you anything of that. Only because if I did, you would not be hearing it for the first time tonight.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you've told me before.
No, I don't think I know. You were pretty good back then, man. I think you had me on a set time. Like I swear you put an alarm out or something.
I know for sure. Yeah, maybe you didn't catch me, but there's one time you almost did because I remember I was on high alert, like boner alert after that.
Your boner's like, beep,
yeah.
beep.
Matt is nearby. Evacuate. Yeah. That's the problem with having the computer desk in the living room. Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. J, your dad wants to talk about ducks.
Yep.
And I almost caught you looking at your own dick once. Ginger,
Trying
do
to find
you have any stories about you catching people in the act or potentially yourself getting caught in the act? Now, I will give you this scenario as well. It can be just hearing. Even if you just hear somebody's head banging off the wall. I'm cool with that too. Tell me what you have.
All right. All the above. We'll go with a quick one first. Hearing. I lived in a house full of rugby guys back in my rugby days.
Ooh,
yeah.
The minority.
Were they banging each other? Sorry, I won't interrupt.
No.
Ginger.
One of the guys lived in the basement below me. He had a girl over that night, and you swore it was a bunch of gorillas going at it down there. Just like you barely you heard him more than you heard her. That's how bad it was.
You go down, there's a bunch of banana peels all over the place.
Shut up down there! Oh, monkey, see a monkey. Okay, sorry. So continue. So it sounded like a bunch of monkeys getting it on downstairs.
Right. Gotcha. They're all shitting all over the place.
So witnessing.
Yep.
This one's gonna be fucked up. I worked at a bar. After the bar, was invited back to a little party afterwards. Probably about 6-7 of us. 2 of them left into a bedroom. About 15-20 minutes later, we're all, the rest of us are sitting in the living room. They come walking it. Well, okay, she's on her hands walking it. Put it this way, buck naked, both of them. He's banging her as she's crawling, so she's wheelbarrowing, and he's just banging her as they're walking around his apartment.
Yeah.
Wow, that seems like a lot of extra work.
Yeah. Nice, man.
Props to him.
It's like a good workout there.
Was she walking on her knuckles? Nice. Okay.
And then, in terms of myself, almost being so, my significant and I, we were just going at it hard. We thought we heard someone walk in the door, but we just kept going. No one was there. We just thought, but nothing. A couple minutes later, we hear, "Hello," and her dad was sitting outside the door.
Oh, stop it!
So he was just standing there listening for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, like he knew. He obviously knew, and he's sitting there, to his own.
And honestly,
God damn it,
the bedroom window was open, so if he didn't hear it from outside, he was definitely hearing it from inside.
Oh man! Like I'm almost
Hey,
wondering.
can you give me a few pointers?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's the worst case or the best case scenario is he's like, okay, I'm listening to my daughter getting it on, and I don't know how to control the situation, so I'm going to sit here and listen, but figure out what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to be like, hello? Like, I don't know what else to do, so I'm just going to say something. You know what I mean? That's really messed up. We're going to switch to me. I have one story of I caught my parents once. Oh. Yeah, and this one's not as bad, but it's bad, only because I was young. I was maybe... I want to say 9 or 10 maybe. I remember this because it's one of those things that just haunt your memories. Yep. You know what I mean? Which your parent could have been anybody else. Today I would jerk off to it. But since it was my parents, can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I can jerk off to it though.
So I'm going to tell you guys the story and then there you go.
I got the video for you, Jeff.
There was one time I went to my parents' bedroom door and it was closed. Now, I didn't hear anything because it wasn't sex or anything like that. Nothing was going on, stuff like that. I went to my parents' bedroom, and usually at this point, I was usually knocking and stuff like that. But I chose to, at this time, for some reason, I just chose to open the door. Okay, when I opened the door, my dad was standing there butt naked, ass facing the door, within probably 2 feet of the door. Like, I mean, the door just opened far enough that it just missed his butt cheeks, right? And when I opened that door, my dad's butt cheeks was there, butt naked, and my mom was on her knees. Oh, yeah.
She was giving him a blowy?
Yeah, she was giving him a blowy. So I didn't hear any, like, sex noise because my dad wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, it was kind of quiet, so I thought, no, well, that's the thing is I didn't, when I had took like a quick walk to the door, and when I opened the door, I just quickly opened the door, and then boom, as soon as I opened it, there was ass cheeks right in my face, and then I could see my mom through his legs, and I was like,
you know what?
Oh my
you
God.
Probably actually saw it from the best angle to see it at, because imagine if they were on their side, you saw like the full, you know, what was
yeah, but
going
if it
on
was
there.
turned around where I just seen the back of my mom's head, that would have been one thing. But I had to look at my dad's ass cheeks, and then I seen my mom right in there.
I don't know, because think about the way you saw it. You didn't have to see any of their faces, like looking at them in the eyes.
What's
Imagine making eye contact with your dad. He's like, hey, boy, this is how it's done.
What I remember, too, which is crazy, though, is how close he was to the door. Like I said, when I opened that door, it just missed his butt cheeks.
Oh.
Like, when I opened that door and I looked in, there was just ass cheeks right there, and then I see my mom in between. But anyways, the reason why I wanted to have this topic is because that's one of those things that's been haunting me for a little while, and yeah.
You got it off your chest now?
Yeah, and I've actually caught my parents doing the dandy.
I actually think catching him do a blowjob is worse than sex. Man.
Yeah, dude, because I didn't even know what was going on, dude. I was like 9 or 10. I didn't
Yeah.
even realize it, but I know my dad was naked, and I know my mom was on her knees, and I was like, well, his penis is there somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what's going on?
Something's going in something else. I know that.
Don't worry, son. I'm just praying.
Praise
anyways.
be to Matt's dad's dick.
Yeah, so that's going to wrap up our wrong place at the wrong time stories. Thank you guys for expressing and telling us your little stories there. We're going to move on to what I want to call effed sex toys.
Oh,
okay. So
excellent.
these are some sex toys. What I found here that people have used in some way or form to masturbate or have used as an actual sex toy. Okay.
Okay.
Now these are fucked. I'm going to get that out of the way. They are absolutely fucked. But this is
excited.
why we talk about these things, because we only taled about fucked up things.
This is good because I need some new ideas. So.
Exactly. So if you want to try sex toys at home, I have a whole list here that we're going to go through, and we're going to talk about one by one, and let's do some commenting on what we think about these.
Alrighty.
Cool?
Yep.
The first one is a collection of stones. Okay? Now I have quotes from each of these people and how they've used these. A collection of stones. I had a collection of colorful stones that came in a bag. I put all the stones inside myself one at a time. I've also masturbated with a curling iron once.
I hope it wasn't on.
Dude, how do you think these butt hairs get so girly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Does the inside of your vagina have third-degree burns?
I don't understand this. A bag of colorful stones, and you push one in at a time.
Are they really picky on whether they're colorful or not?
How big are these stones? I really want to look up a bag of colorful stones.
He's going out in the garden and finding all these stones. Or I guess she would be, yeah.
Yeah, so the first one up was a bag of colorful stones, and obviously this person admitted that they obviously masturbated once with a curling iron as well. Thank God it wasn't on, or was it on? I don't know. We're going to go to the next one. Hand sanitizer. Yes, get the cheesiest ones out of the way first. A bottle of hand sanitizer.
So she's fucking the bottle.
Nope. The person says, I once jerked off using hand sanitizer. And now I'm here to tell you not to do this.
I got a feeling that happens by accident more than you think.
Yeah, people, man, I guarantee people will try anything, though.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. There's people out there masturbating with mayonnaise.
Oh, it's liquidy, and it leaves a little, film. Hell yeah, I'll jerk off with this. Because spit's not good enough,
Man, my dick's clean.
Your dick gets drunk. Your dick's like, I don't want none of this.
What accent was that?
I don't even know, man.
I don't want none of this.
Your dick's like, hey, asshole. I call the shot around here.
Hey, you want to fight me? You're hitting me. You want to fight me, owner? Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to throw up?
We're getting
throw up on the
We're getting kinky now, aren't we?
Yeah, Mr. J. All right, next one up. We got Barbie legs. Okay.
All right.
Didn't mind using the Barbie legs. It felt good. It was looking down and seeing feet coming in and out of me that kind of creeped me out. I was like, oh, it's Ken.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Ken. Here's your head.
Yeah.
Goodbye. There's the body.
Just the leg.
The legs.
If you had to pick one part of Ken that you're going to fuck yourself with, that would probably be the leg. So.
Yeah, I'd fuck him with that.
Yeah.
A collection of Ken heads.
I know there's way more of these, but my question with all these is going to be I feel like there's more go-to objects around the house than a bag of stones and fucking a mutilated Ken doll.
Barbie legs. Yeah. Your daughter's like, Mom,
Yeah.
have you seen my Barbie?
Hey, what happened to all your dolls, honey? They're all decapitated.
I lost 3 of them.
These ones smell like fish.
Okay, the next up we have a clarinet stand.
The stand.
Yeah, so not the clarinet. You gotta have the stand. I used to stick my clarinet stand up my ass and jerk off in high school. It was fine because I was not a very dedicated clarinet player.
Wow, man.
Yeah, fuck the clarinet, man. The stand's going
At least
right
the
in
stand's
my
getting
ass.
some use out of
I've
it.
got to put the clarinet in my mouth, so I'll use the stand. Holy fuck.
Oh, this one, shit, I'm surprised I haven't even tried this yet, but a toilet paper roll. Okay, a toilet paper roll, yeah. Oh, send me a toilet paper roll, huh?
So, like just the roll without any toilet paper. I think it's just gonna be like it's gonna get wet and deteriorate.
His quote here, his quote. I used to jerk off with a toilet paper roll until I started getting really bad blisters.
Fucking the roll.
Yes, started fucking the
How
roll.
thick those things are, though.
Yeah, he used to do it until he started getting really bad blisters. So his dick, he
shit.
must
He's
have
gotta
a
have some
fat
girth,
little
man.
dick. Yeah,
Like-
that guy's got a fat little cock. So the fat little cock.
That
huh?
guy's got a fat little cock.
See, unless he's just sliding on it and crumpling it, and then
Oh, just jerking that little chicken.
There's so many better things to like fuck than a goddamn toilet paper roll.
Oh, that fat little cock you got there.
hey, do you have any empty toilet paper rolls for me?
Yes, that means he's like when he shits, he like just uses as much toilet paper as he can so he can fuck the roll after.
Hey, man, you want to wipe your ass and jerk off at the same time?
That means he's
Booyah,
probably
baby.
done it with paper towel rolls too. Oh, he probably does like a double ender with another dude.
Double ender. Nah. Anyways, the next one up, my favorite. And this one is the best sex toy you can use. My own mouth. Did it work? Yes. Did my back hurt the next day? Yes. Have I tried my own mouth several times since then? Unfortunately, yes.
That's funny. I've read a quote from somebody that can do this before, and they're like, "Yeah, I thought it was great, but it's actually more like sucking dick than it is getting your dick sucked."
Yeah, you're
Yeah, think of it.
Man. You know what? That's the cheapest toy I've seen right now.
Myself.
Yeah, just fuck your own mouth.
Yeah.
Eh? I used to sit on my back and play a little ice cream game. You guys ever heard the ice cream game?
No.
Oh, it's a little game I like to call the ice cream game. So what I did, right, is I lay on my back, right, and then I throw my legs out in the air and I jerk off in my own face, right? So what I would do is I play a little point system, right? 20 points if I get it in the eyes, 30 points in the nose, 50 points in the mouth, 100 points if it rolls down my cheek into my ear.
That's talent.
If I get 500 points at the end of the week, I take myself out from ice cream. You know what I'm saying? It's the ice cream game.
All right.
How many times did you play that when you were younger?
And how many times did you lose?
I took out myself ice cream like 5. Anyways, moving on. The next one, obviously, the whole reason for tonight's conversation is the shampoo bottle. Yes, a shampoo bottle is a sex toy. Did you guys know that? We have everyday shampoo bottles at
I
home.
got a feeling that's a more common one that people are fucking themselves with.
So,
You
she
know?
says, Ginger, go ahead, because I got a burp. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, actually, going back to the weirdest things that you've jerked off in, a shampoo bottle is one of them.
No.
No, but you haven't got fucked by a shampoo
No.
bottle.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. So this person's quote says, tried putting a shampoo bottle in my butt for pleasure. Everything was going good until I broke the lid off. Head and shoulders and my butt.
Yeah, now the inside of my colon it's silky smooth.
Okay, so yeah, shampoo bottle. Imagine that. How do you, like, what? I've had a lot of shampoo bottles, and I'm obviously cheap, so I'm using, like, the Burt Plus or the Head and Shoulders. I'm not using, like, the Dove Premium or whatever
Dude, it's
they
off
got.
the
but-
fucking same.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, no shampoo bottle's in the shape of a dildo. None of them are. They all have that kind of, like, oblong, square-looking...
Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Hey, you know what I mean? And if you're in the shower, you got lube, or you can just do the Alabama Hot Pocket and just shit for lube. Whatever.
I bet you it's probably like something's like, you know what? At least if I do the shampoo bottle in the shower and there's a mess, it'll be easy to clean up.
Yeah.
So that's probably what they're doing.
Exactly. The next we have a banana peel. Okay.
Oh, man.
This guy says, I stuck my dick between a banana peel for about 5 minutes until it felt weird.
Like, did he do it? He just put it on his dick and then
Slap it on there.
His dick just slipping all over the place. His dick just slipping. Yeah. Is that Super Mario?
Yes,
or Mario Kart?
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It's me, a Mario.
Maybe it's the pre-sex routine. You know, they slap the banana on their dick, then afterwards they go out, and that's where the grills come from.
Okay, the next up we have turkey gravy. Yes, turkey gravy.
Don't fuck the gravy. Don't ever fuck my gravy, okay?
He says we had leftovers and I started convincing myself to try using it as lube. Eventually I did. Don't do the turkey gravy, man.
No. Yeah, like,
Turkey.
what happened to all the gravy? Nothing.
Yeah. We had leftovers. I felt it was cool just to jerk my spunk and cock load.
Man, this gravy seems a little thicker this year.
Not as bad as melted butter. I once put melted butter in a bag and then had sex with the bag.
What the? I can think of better ways to fuck butter. Okay, man.
Fucking a melted butter.
Guys will fuck anything, basically.
Yeah, a bag of melted butter.
Think of the dedication. I could jerk off normally, but I got some fucking butter in the fridge,
Oh,
and I got a bag.
man. Yeah. Throw some jelly beans in there. A little texture. Don't worry, that's my jelly beans. Yeah. The next up, we have a shoe. Yep, I won't lie. I fucked a shoe. People have done worse, right? Right?
What
People have done
brand was it?
I think I fucked a couch once. Yeah, I fucked a couch once.
Oh, great. Now my
Yeah.
dick stinks.
Yeah.
Great. Smell my dick.
You gotta get those.
Do I have athlete's dick now?
Yeah.
Athletes.
Oh, okay. This one for our Star Wars fans out there. But the next one up, we have a lightsaber. Yes, I know it's weird, but sometimes I would try to see the glow inside me.
So is this a chick or a dude? It's fuck getting.
I don't remember.
And they're getting
I
fucked by
think
the
it's
saber?
I think it's a girl, and what she did is she fucked herself with a lightsaber to see if she could see the glow
She's like,
inside
oh,
of her.
the force is strong with me.
Oh, the force is strong.
I'm gonna try the dark side now.
The dark side. Yes. Last but not least, to wrap up F sex toys for tonight, we have a cheeseburger.
Oh, fucking a cheeseburger.
The quote is, I stuck my dong in a cheeseburger once, curious what it would feel like. I should have waited for it to cool down a bit, though.
This makes me have the question. I wonder how many cheeseburgers long my dick is. You know, like how many can I fit on my dick? You know?
Probably half of one.
Yeah.
I'd say
yeah.
half of a kid's one.
Yeah, hi, can I
Oh, they're
get
definitely juniors. Yeah.
Can I get a double cheeseburger with 2 dickles?
What do you want on it? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Lots of sauce.
Lots of ketchup, please. Yeah, anyways, so that's going to wrap up our show. But before we leave tonight, we are going to ask Mr. J for Mr. J's joke of the day. So, Mr. J, before we wrap up the show, what is Mr. J's joke of the day?
Okay, do you guys know how to confuse an archaeologist?
No.
You hand him a used tampon and ask him what period it's from.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up on our show, and we're going to ask you to check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play at Time Well Wasted. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, of course, Instagram as well. And for a quick reference to everything, visit us at 1hq.ca/podcast. Your mother was a man, and we're out.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening